Hello, Ryan here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Explained video. Today, we'll be doing a Hoenn tier list.
The third generation of Pokemon introduced.
Yeah.
One of our favourites.
Yeah, it's probably the game I used to go back to and play the most.
Yeah, recent years it's probably been Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but this what used to be our go-to.
Yeah, like especially Ruby Sapphire. I've gone back and done a couple playthroughs on ORAS, and that is great too.
We did our challenge playthrough where we released our Pokemon at the end of each
Gym leader battle, yeah. That was tough. Let's rank the Generation 3 Pokemon, starting with Trico. Trico is my favourite starter of the group, but they're all really solid. I like all three of them.
Yeah. Trico is probably my least favourite of the three.
Okay. I think I would go A.
Okay.
Grovyle was, again, my favourite of the middle stages, and I would go A for that as well.
My second favourite of the three.
Oh, yeah, with Combuskin being the worst.
Yeah.
Sceptile is my favourite of the starters, but only just by Blaziken, just barely.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'll agree to an S for it.
Cool. Torchic I like slightly less than Trico.
More than Trico for me.
Combuskin's the worst of the group, B or C.
I'd probably go C for it, honestly.
But Blaziken, oh my god,
Yes, it's so cool.
It's the coolest of the bunch.
Yeah.
But,
well, I don't know, I like Swampert a lot.
well Mudkip.
Mudkip.
Again, I love it just as much as the other two.
It's the best one of the three for me, for sure. I'd put it in S if I had the choice.
Mudkip was the first starter I chose from Gen 3. Because I would always pick water starters on my first playthrough.
I always picked grass on my first playthrough, so I picked Trico and hated it.
Kind of swapped, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't hate Mudkip. Not by a long shot. Marshtomp, on the other hand...
Yeah,
it's alright. It's alright. It's just that Mudkip is so good that...
I still like Marshtomp, though.
Yeah.
I always can, think back and picture its back sprite doing Mudshot.
Oh, okay. But, yes, Swampert, yes, for sure. Poochyena. It's a decent early game Pokemon.
Makes a change from it being, just normals.
Yeah. Especially since Generation 2, the generation before, Dark Pokemon, barely any of them, and they certainly weren't early game Pokemon. Like Houndour, you had to wait till Kanto.
Because they were the generation that they were introduced as well.
Yeah, but they introduced so few of them.
Yeah.
There was 4 Steel types and 4 Dark types. I think there was a little bit more than that, but Umbreon, Murkrow,
Sneasel, Houndour.
Yep. I think that's all I can think of, really. But, yeah, there was so few Dark types, and it's good that they made a real easy-to-get early one. Mightyena looks way better than... Or not way better... It's great.
Yeah, although I would like another step for its evolution.
Yeah, like Linoon, how Galarian Linoon got that...
Obstagoon.
Yeah.
Obstamiena.
That was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get what I mean. If they could give it an extra form. They've given new evolutions to older Pokemon before, or... Yeah, it
just feels like there could be more done with it.
Yeah. Zigzagoon. Great early game Pokemon, especially for pickup. That you can set yourself up with some great items really early on.
Yeah.
Or if you had a bunch of them at higher levels in the party, they can get you some great items as well.
It's on par with Sentret for me, being an early game.
Yeah. But Linoon I like less than...
a lot less. Farret.
Yeah, Farret's great. Would you
go
an
imitation
D?
For it. I'd go D for it.
Wurmple.
I'd also go D for Wurmple. It's my least favourite of all the wormy.
I really like Wurmple, more so than Caterpie and Weedle, because it gets Tackle and Poison Sting. Not great, but
Imagine basing that on how much you like the Pokemon.
I also like its design.
I like its design a lot less than Weedle and Caterpie.
Silcoon, and we'll bundle Cascoon in at the same time.
I'd put them in F if we had an F tier.
But we don't.
Yeah, they're bad. And it's really shitty that you can't choose what
it is random what Wurmple evolves into, and I always thought as a kid that it was based on the time of day, but no, it's just random 50-50 chance of evolving into either. It's because of it's a hidden value, yeah.
But that makes sense with you thinking day or night, because moths and butterflies.
Yeah, that also, and the day and night cycle was introduced in Gold and Silver, so it would make sense for... And you have to set the clock at the start of Ruby and Sapphire. It just would have made sense, but nope. Beautyfly, though. I would like to go B.
Yeah.
Beautyfly. And Dustox, I'd also like to go B. For me, I prefer these over Beedrill and Butterfree. I know that's
Really?
probably not a hot take, but
It's a very
not
cold take, I'd say.
probably unpopular opinion. But it was just at the time I just thought that using one of them is more enjoyable than using Butterfree and Beedrill in Leaf Green and Fire Red.
That makes sense, but I definitely prefer the designs of the Gen 1s.
That's fair.
Makes me sound like a Gen 1er.
Also, I was really into the Pokemon Advanced anime, and May had a Beautifly, and Jessie had a Dustox, so that's probably what's also swaying me. Lotad.
Love that little guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking B or C.
I go B.
Yeah, B. Lombre I like slightly less than Lotad.
Yeah. But Ludicolo.
Oh, Ludicolo is great.
Yeah. It's got the great best animation.
Yep. And Grass Water type, it's a cool typing.
Has a sombrero.
Yep.
And a poncho, basically.
Yep. And Generation 3 is when I first got into like different weather teams, and I liked it because, Rain Dish to recover health, and
And
Rain Dance on it.
I had Ruby as a kid, so I had to have the Seed
Oh,
line,
yuck.
which is horrible. And I had to rely on you to trade me a Lotad from your Sapphire.
I like Seedot less than Lotad.
Me too.
I like Nuzleaf slightly more than
I
Seedot.
like it slightly less.
Okay, C's fair then. And Shiftry, I'd go
A?
A, yeah.
It's like the Jabria of grass types.
Yeah, it's alright. It's no Ludicolo, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. Not a big fan of them. I prefer a Pidgey over that any day.
Oh, see, I disagree. I really like Swallow. Again, big fan of Pokemon Advanced anime, and Ash had one, and yeah, it was great. I quite often liked catching a Tailo and having it in my team, and I even had a really good Swallow card back in the TCG way back in the day.
I think I'd like Swellow more if it had a third evolution, like a Pidgeot.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I get what you mean.
I'm just so used to... At that point, I was used to the early bird Pokemon having 3 stages.
Well, Hoot and Noctowl was...
Yeah, I know, but you could catch Pidgey early on in
yeah.
Gen 2.
Yeah, I did that too. Wingull.
I like a lot more than Tailo and Swellow.
Okay, I like Wingull about the same as Taylor.
Okay.
And Pelipper...
I'd go A for Pelipper, because it brings the capture machine to... to
Jesse and James,
Yeah.
Team Rocket, and Journeys. And I like that...
I like its drizzle ability.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Rolts. See, I don't like Rolts that much.
Ooh, that's a unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I just
It's
don't
like
think
the Abra of Gen 3 with Teleport and Psychic type and high special attack.
Yeah.
Um,
Always fun to chase in the early game.
yeah, after you help Wally catch one, it's like, well, I want one of them for myself.
And then you run around for ages
Yeah, 'cause
trying
it's
to
got like
find
a
one.
5% chance.
And then you use it in your playthrough, then you, wait for it to evolve,
And then when it
you'll be
finally does, it's so good.
and then you're like, I don't like Rolts that much.
Oh, that's not what I'm like. Curlia, it's better, and then Gardevoir.
S.
And then
that's
Galade's just as good as Gardevoir. Surskit.
Shame it's really bad, because it looks...
I like its design,
Yeah.
and Bug Water is interesting, but it's not worth it. I think it's quite rare in that same route.
It's like a beta Dupiter.
Yeah. I like its design though; it's cute. But
it's not good. Same with
Masquerain.
Masquerain.
I went to the hassle of bothering to find one and used one, and it just wasn't good. I was using the water moves as the Surskit, and then when I evolved it, it lost the water move. It lost the water typing, so its water moves weren't stab anymore.
Yeah.
No more stab, bubble beam. So it got worse from evolving.
Great design, though.
Yeah, I like the whole Masquerade, like the eyes,
Yeah.
but
You can definitely see the angry face.
but
If you look at it as its little face as like a mouth and 2 black things as teeth, it looks very menacing.
yeah.
But I don't see how you could get that messed up.
Shroomish, great Pokemon.
Yeah, I love Shroomish.
Yeah, definitely way better than Parasect. If we're talking mushroom Pokemon.
Yeah.
Breloom,
S?
S. Yeah. great fighting grass.
It's
very cool.
not a very common type.
Yeah, Virizeon's also grass fighting, but I can't really think of anything else like that off the top of my head. Spore?
Yeah, although you have to wait till like level 50 with Shroomish back in the day anyway.
Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire, yep.
For it to learn Spore.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I did like looking for as well in Ruby Sapphire. There is a lot of great Pokemon you can get early on in Ruby and Sapphire and keep in your party the whole playthrough. Yeah, the search is a little bit annoying, but it also makes it worth it when you finally get it, and then when they evolve and get a lot better.
Because you search for a Shroomish, and then also you'd search for a Slackoth.
Yeah.
I'd go B for Slackoth.
Yeah, but Vigoroth's great. It doesn't have the Truant ability, so it can actually attack every turn. I think
of the three, though, my favourite has to be the Slackoth, based on design.
Oh, yeah.
But Vigoroth's really cool, and Slacking is a powerhouse, but that Truant
Sadly, its ability is preventing me from putting it in S tier.
Having to wait a turn to have another turn is...
The only time it's actually not that bad is if you're using Hyper Beam back in those games, because you had to recharge anyway.
Yep. And if you had Skill Swap with another Pokemon.
Yeah, that's set up, though. But,
have you seen that? I don't know if you've seen that competitive play where somebody switched in... I can't remember exactly how it happened, but somebody was using the Cofagrigus and it got the Mummy ability.
Oh, that's clever. Nincada.
It's the same as the other bugs from this generation. It's not great.
It's a lot more defensive.
But it looks ugly. I get that it's a cicada. Nincada? Is that how it's meant to be pronounced?
Cicada, yeah, or cicada. No, cicada. Yeah, it's cicada. It's definitely cicada.
So should that be pronounced Nincada?
Maybe. Anyway,
weird off topic.
I don't think it's as bad as what you think it is, but it's not great. But Ninjask, I'm thinking A or B.
I go A for that speed boost.
Oh, I watched a really cool play of somebody using it and speed boost, and they swords danced and got the speed boost, and then they baton passed it off.
Oh, that's clever.
So good.
I did a similar thing with my Scolipede back in my competitive days.
Nice.
But
yeah, from the one turn, they got the 2 attack boost and the speed boost and passed it off, and then they swept. Really cool. Shedinja,
great gimmick.
Yeah, it's a good gimmick, but...
With 1 hit point, it's way too gimmicky. It's not a good Pokemon, and its design is a little lackluster, I think. I get it that it's a discarded husk.
It's got like a halo, because, dead.
Discarded husk. Yeah. You can see like where the wings are broken out of the Ninjask.
Bug Ghost is interesting. And, just the
method of getting it, having an extra Pokeball.
Yeah, that's really cool. A spare spot, an empty spot in your party and a Pokeball, and when you evolve it. Very cool.
Yeah. I'd probably go C for it, though.
I want to go B.
Okay.
It's a lot better nowadays than it was before with, like, Shadow Sneak, and there are some decent bug moves now. I can see why you would want to go C. Like, it will die to Sandstorm or Burn or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nah, let's go B.
Okay. Whismer, though, I'd probably go D.
It's not great. Loudred, though.
Great design.
I like Loudred. B.
Yeah. And Exploud for B as well.
Yeah. It's just...
I like the speaker ears.
Yeah.
And the Journeys episode that had the Loudred in it was cool.
Makuhita, I'm picking C.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hariyama, though, better.
I'd go A for Hariyama.
Yeah.
I like its cool sumo design.
Yeah, I've used one in one of our challenge playthroughs before. Pretty solid. It helped me with Watson's Magneton.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, you know how much I love Marill and Azumarill.
But sadly...
Azurill is not great, and I hate how its official artwork makes it look sad.
Yeah, I mean, it is a baby. Babies cry, but, like... And all the other times you see it, it's happy in, like, different sprites, and it's 3D model. It's happy. In some of the Pokemon cards, it's happy, but
official artwork, sad.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure its Gen 5 sprite was sad as well.
Okay. I also hate that it's just normal type or normal fairy in the later ones. It really should have the water typing. Using one's really, really bad because you don't have stab on your bubble.
Yep.
And his stats are terrible. And I remember playing White 2 on hard mode, and it's on one of the early routes, and I caught one, and
Struggle down.
Yep.
In fact, I'd probably put it in D.
Okay, but no, for design, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nose pass.
C
or D?
Probably D.
Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Don't really like my Pokemon to be a facial feature.
I mean, it's Roxanne's ace, which is weird because it's not that good of a Pokemon. Then again, she's an early gym.
Yeah.
And Brock having an Onix isn't that great either.
Skitty. I like Skitty.
I don't like Skitty. I'd go C for Skitty.
But B for Delcatty.
Yeah, if we have to.
Moonstone to evolve it.
Yeah, interesting.
Sableye. Thinking B. I like it.
Yeah, B's okay.
Its Mega Evolution's really cool too.
Yeah, I like its Mega Evolution way more than its standard.
I like the gem eyes. Yeah, it's good stuff. Mawile, again, it's like the counterpart to Sableye. It's interesting having a giant mouth for hair. It's weird looking.
Yeah, definitely.
Steel Fairy, that's interesting.
Yeah, used to be pure steel.
Yep. Yeah, I like it, and Mega Evolution's good too. Aron.
Really like Aron. I'd go B for it.
Yeah, good stuff. I really like getting it in Granite Cave.
Yeah. Laron is
even better.
Yep. And
Aggron S tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this S tier is looking so good. It's all
stacked.
fully evolved Pokemon that these are all great additions to your team.
The only one that doesn't fit on there for me is Sceptile.
I would happily use any of these Pokemon in a playthrough. Speaking of Pokemon that I would use in a playthrough, I would not use a Meditite in a playthrough. Particularly because you get it so late in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, Mount Pyre or Victory Road are your two options.
Yeah, and by then I've already got a stacked team and I don't want to change any of my good team members out.
Another thing I don't like about it, it's meditating in its official artwork.
Yep.
And when it had its 2D sprites, it was always meditating like that.
Yep.
Then it came to 3D models, and it stands up, and it makes me so uncomfortable.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
horrible.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I've seen
Looks
it.
so weird.
Yeah,
Medicham is better. I'd probably go B or A. I like its Mega Evolution.
Yeah, and
Let's
its
get
Mega
the head
Evolution
wrap.
has the great ability that doubles its attack.
Electrike.
See, I really like Electrike and Manectric, but
Yeah, their designs are cool, but they're kind of trash. And I think the last time you used one in a playthrough, you said their moveset was...
yeah, the moveset is a lot to be desired. They don't learn any electric moves until quite late, like level 20 something. And even when you do, it's something like Spark. It needs... Manectric needs some sort of stat buff, or it needs better attacks in its moveset at earlier levels. I do have a soft spot for Manectric though, because I did have this Team Aqua's Manectric card that was like my favorite card for a while. It made me think of what if there was an evil team that used electric Pokemon, because at the time there was Team Aqua, Team Magma, the fire and water Pokemon. I was thinking, oh yeah, electric evil team, that's what I would do. And I'd like to make a video on that someday, so...
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Manectric, but I really like it shiny.
Oh, it's shiny so good. And when it got the Mega Evolution, I wanted a shiny of it even more, but never got around to doing it.
Next, we have 2 for 1.
Plusle and Minun.
The worst Pikachu clones.
The worst Pikachu clones, and... like we're saying with Shedinja about gimmicks, the gimmick is there's 2 of them. Because that's when they added double battles.
Helping
Hand.
Hand.
Helping Hand, the attack that, boosts the other one. And the ability Plus and Minus.
Which actually got a bit better recently.
Did it?
Plus works with Plus now as well.
Oh, okay, but whereas before it had to be Plus only works with Minus.
Yeah.
Well needed. Cute design, but...
Definitely the worst Pikachu clones, for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Speaking of another 2 Pokemon that are similar, Volbeat and Illumise.
Yeah, I don't really like these Pokemon.
No, but if I had to choose between the 2, I'd go Illumise.
Yeah, I like
more dapper.
Illumise a bit more.
Its suit sort of reminds me of like Beethoven a little bit. Their tail glow move is really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it boosts special
Special
attack or special defense or something by like 2 or 3 stages. It
Yeah.
is really good, that tail glow, and it's a shame better Pokemon don't have access to it. Roselia,
I'd probably go A for it.
I want to actually, let's not use any S's for this tier list.
Okay.
Like, we usually allow each other to guarantee
Two
S's,
each.
but let's not and see how it goes. That way we can keep all of the S tier Pokemon to be like the best Pokemon. Yeah, Roselia has a special place in my heart because first shiny. My sister was playing my Ruby at the time, and yeah, she came across it, and I caught it, and yep, very cool. Its shiny's really great too. It has like the purple and black rose. I also really like it. And then when it got the new evolution in Diamond and Pearl, that was really cool. Beldum, yeah, Beldum's okay. But yeah, Roselia is great.
I do think Butters an unnecessary baby again, though.
Most babies are unnecessary. Not human babies. They are necessary.
Are they, though?
Yeah.
Grimer.
Gulpin. It basically is Gen 3 Grimer.
Green Grimer with a feather in its hat.
Yep. Would it go C or would it go...
I'd probably go D for it, honestly.
Yeah. I got a shiny of it in a playthrough of Omega Ruby, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I don't really care for
Does
it.
it go black? I feel like that's the color.
I don't really remember.
I do like Swallow more than Gulpin, but not by
Yeah.
much. Probably go C
Enough
for
to
it.
go C, yeah.
Yeah.
Carvana, I do really like Carvana though.
Unana, I put it in A.
Ooh, yeah. The rough skin ability, I remember being surprised by that. Abilities, yeah, they were new in Gen 3 too. Gen 3 did some amazing updates. The abilities and double battles, features that are so prominent and so important.
Could you imagine how good Gen 3 would have been if they had the physical special split?
Oh, yeah, hey. Yeah.
And then we have ORAS for that, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it is a bit jarring going back to
Gen 3 and...
we are playing Ruby and Sapphire. Because, like, as I mentioned before with Slacking, Hyper Beam is what you had to do, but Hyper Beam, no, that's a special. Why would you do that on a physical Pokemon? But no, that's...
It works.
Yeah.
Sharpedo.
Ooh, even better.
I'd like to go S.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Looks sick.
Archie's Ace.
Yep. Wailmer.
Yep.
I'd go C for Wailmer.
Okay, but Wailord I'm thinking B.
Yeah. Helps you get to the Reggies.
Yep, well, one of them anyway. It has, like, huge HP stat, and it was, like, the biggest Pokemon for a long time, but I think Saturnitus is bigger.
Oh, okay.
I like in Isle of Armor that really big one, but it's a shame when that you send out Wailords in battle in those, it's not
Tiny.
to scale. Yeah.
Nummel.
Yeah, we talked about Carvana and Sharpedo, how they were, like, the Archie's main
Not
ace.
a fan of
but
Nummel, though.
yeah.
Like, Camerop's really cool.
pretty good. I wouldn't go S tier like...
No.
Wait,
It'd be nice
like
if they were together
Sharpedo.
because...
Yeah. I like that they got Mega Evolutions in ORAS.
Yeah. Their
It's like
Mega
a big
Evolutions are really
volcano.
cool.
Yeah, I like them both as well. Torkoal,
Not a fan.
I liked it from the anime again, big advanced fan, but I've mentioned this in quite a few of my videos. I really like it when a Pokemon evolves. That feeling of, evolving a Pokemon,
Feels more rewarding.
yes, it feels rewarding to evolve a Pokemon. You can sort of feel like that if your Pokemon learns a really good move as well. Like if I'm using a Heracross, that's not an evolved Pokemon, but when it learns Mega Horn, it's like, oh yeah, finally.
everything's doomed now.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something really dumb?
What?
When I was a kid and went to Flannery's gym, I remember seeing the Slugmas and Mikagos, and I thought that Torkoal was the evolution of Mikago, which makes no sense at all.
Well, slugs and snails and
turtles,
turtles,
they're
all
basically
very
the same.
slow. Spoink. Let's see. Where would you put Spoink? I like Spoink.
Spoink in B, honestly.
B.
I really like its Pokedex entry saying that if it stops
sad.
springing, it will die.
There was this really cute Spoink in the advanced anime where it lost its pearl, and Ash and friends have to help it find its pearl. I think they ended up getting a new pearl from a clan pearl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very cute Pokemon. I like it.
How do you feel about Grumpig?
I like it less.
Yeah, that's fair. Spinder.
gimmick is I'm different. No
Yeah.
two are the same.
Basically snowflakes.
It also has the move Teeter Dance, which I think was exclusive at the time, but confuse everything.
I'd probably put it in D, personally.
Mm.
I'd never use one. I don't think
Yeah.
its design's that nice.
And as said before, I like it when Pokemon evolve.
Yeah.
Trapinch, though, that is a Pokemon that evolves and gets a lot better.
I'd put it in B for sure.
Ground type, but then when it evolves against the ground dragon,
Vibrava's really cool.
yep, for sure.
Put it in A. And then Flygon, S.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
3 bags full. Flygon's
good.
like one of my favourite Pokemon in general.
Yeah,
Cacnea.
I like James's in the anime,
Yeah,
but
but it's not that good.
Cacturn is about the same.
Yeah. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong.
And Grass Dark is interesting. Shiftry is also Grass Dark, but
I think I prefer Shiftry for sure.
yeah. Swablu, I like Swablu, but it's just so bad using one.
Yeah, the grind to get it to an Altaria is not worth it, in my opinion.
Altaria is good.
I really like Swablu's shiny, though. I remember when the flying event was on in Pokemon Go, and I was searching every single one to try and find one. And then I eventually did, named it Swab Gold. And
Of course.
And it's still there. I should probably transfer it forward to home.
I'm thinking B or A for Altaria.
I'd probably go A for it.
I like that when it Mega Evolves, it's Dragon Fairy. That's definitely different.
Yeah. it has
Pixelate ability,
yeah,
yep.
Turns everything
Hmm.
normal type moves.
Yeah, into Fairy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good, but I just wish Swablu was a bit better.
Yeah.
Zangoose.
I really like Zangoose.
Zangoose is cool.
Yeah, B's probably.
I don't
solid.
know why, but I think its move Crush Claw is just really cool. It's not that good, but like...
Yeah, you always used to go on about Crush Claw. I have no idea why.
just like it. So Viper...
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, they're like
enemies.
enemies, yeah. Cool. I like in X and Y... I think it was X and Y. Hall Battles X and Y?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would encounter 4 of one and 1 of the other, I think it was. Or
Yeah.
2. I don't know. Anyway, point is, they would attack each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
Oh, that would have been so annoying if you found a
shiny, yeah.
Lunatone and Solrock, they're another
Yeah.
pair of Pokemon.
A lot of pairs of Pokemon. I don't really like them.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like... I prefer Lunatone, because I never like the way that Solrock squints, or like looks like it's sleepy.
I mean, I never really got the gist of it being sleepy, but... Yeah?
Yeah, that's just the way I've always seen it. Barboach I actually really like.
I don't really care for. I feel as though they already had a great water and ground type in this region. They didn't really need another one of them. Especially with Quagsire and Wooper from the previous generation. It just feels like unnecessary.
I don't know, I really like Wishcash though. I would like to...
I would go B.
I'd like to use an A on it, since we can't put anything in S.
Okay, yeah. It's pretty good.
I love
I
how
would
good-
prefer Quagsire, but
I'm pretty sure it's pretty tanky, and
you're probably right.
it's... I love its design, it's so goofy and it's got the W on its head for its name. I don't know, I just think it's really cool.
I wonder if its Japanese name is Wizcash.
I hope so. Or something like along those lines.
I'll have it on screen.
The
Corfish.
poor man's Krabby.
Yeah, I liked Ash's Corfish in the anime. It was very moody. Like, it was very friendly, but then at the same time, it liked battling.
I like Crawdaunt more than...
Yeah,
Corfish.
Water Dark, which is cool, but again, I feel as though Sharpedo is the better Water Dark Pokemon.
Yeah, well that's why it's in S.
Yep.
Baltoy.
E-
Not a fan at all.
Ground Psychic is interesting. I can't really think of any other Ground Psychics off the top of my head.
With the Levitate ability.
Yeah, Levitate ability is good too. Not that you'd really be using a ground move on it, but I guess if you were doing like double battles and your other Pokemon had Earthquake. Lilleep.
Ugh, gross.
You hate the fossils. C. Cradily, if I had S's, I would be using it, but
I'm glad you don't, man.
yeah. Well, that way we'll get a more fairer thing.
Yeah, it's really ugly though.
It's not the best looking Pokemon, I have to agree.
Neither's that.
Yeah, Norif, I would go C.
And Armaldo, I'd probably go D.
Really?
Yeah. Anorith looks way better than Armaldo.
Bebass.
I'd actually go A for Feebas. I know that's kind of like a controversial thing, but like Every appearance that it's had in Journeys has been great.
It's had one appearance in Journeys,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
and it was brilliant. Nessa with the Feebas in Twilight Wings was amazing.
I'll put it in A just because we talked earlier about how Pokemon being rare to find. Well, this is the rarest of Gen 3. The very specific fishing tile that you have to catch it on.
And I've only done that search once, and when I found it was so rewarding.
I've never bothered doing that search. I didn't
really
get my
rewarding.
first Feebas until Gen 5, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because it was a little easier in Gen 4.
I don't really remember.
It's a one spot in Mount Coronet, I believe.
Okay.
One patch of water, but it's way less tiles that you have to search to find one.
Okay. At least it doesn't evolve with beauty anymore.
Yeah.
Milotic S.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like the pretty Gyarados of this generation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
More rewarding than evolving a Magikarp, though. Like, evolving a Magikarp's great. Finally, it's...
You can catch Magikarp above level 20, though, so...
Yeah.
Cast form, I am not a fan. I'd go C.
I am a fan, though.
How are you a fan of it?
Well, you get it at the Weather Institute, and when you get it, it's like a decent-ish level.
When you get it, you put it straight into your PC, and you never think about it again.
Not me.
Unless you use it for your beauty contest.
I like how it fits in on any weather team.
I don't like its different forms.
No, that's great. When you have Weather Ball, when it transforms into its different form, it becomes that type as well. And so, in its Sunny form and using Weather Ball, you get Stab Fire move that I think it's 100 base power, and Sunny Day boosts it even further, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I can see why people wouldn't like Cast Form. We mentioned earlier about Pokemon that don't evolve, and I really hate how people see it. It's little cloud bits as balls. It's
I totally see it now. Why would you say that? That makes it go down a tier even more.
It's clearly a cloud. It's weather-based.
Kecleon.
Another gimmicky Pokemon. I think its gimmick is a bit better than Plusle and Minun's gimmick.
I get it being a chameleon. Adapting to its surroundings.
I think it does its conversion stuff much better than Porygon does.
Yep, that's
Conversion's silly. Whereas Kecleon's color change...
it's a cool color change, I'm pretty sure.
The ability, where if it gets hit by an attack, it becomes that type. If you like using a Ludicolo against it, right, you could first use a water move, and then the following turn use a super effective grass move on it, and then you hopefully knock it out.
Otherwise, it's going to resist both of your
attacks.
If
it becomes a grass type, and then, unless you have Ice Beam on your Ludicolo.
Oh, yeah. Clever. Its hidden ability, though, Protein, just like Greninja, so the type of attack that it uses, it becomes that type.
That's good.
Shuppet.
It's an okay ghost Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Bayonet's much nicer.
Yeah, especially with its Mega Evolution. I'm thinking B.
I've got A.
Duskull I like a lot more than Shuppet.
Same.
It looks so cool, especially with like the skull and the eye.
Orb in there.
Yeah. Dusclops, very cool. I love how tanky it is.
Eviolite
so
Dusclops.
Good. Yep.
Pain Split.
Tropius, very cool.
Yeah, I go B. I like its Harvest.
Yeah, how it can get the berries back.
Yeah.
Berries were a great thing as well. I know berries were in Gold and Silver, but they were implemented much better in Ruby and Sapphire with the berry trees that you could water and stuff.
Berry.
Poison Cure Berry and...
Pearl is Cure Berry.
Yeah. So actually
Ice
naming
berry,
the berries...
which is cool. Yeah.
And I think it was Berry and Gold Berry, but like we got Citrus Berry, which was 30 HP, but now it's just 30%. And if you get it back with the Harvest ability, it's another 30%. Yeah, great stuff. Chimecho. I like Chimecho's design, but I don't really care for it as a Pokemon.
Yeah. And Chingling, the most pointless baby.
Yeah. Absol. Absolutely amazing. S.
Oh, I don't know if I'd go A for it. I don't think it's quite an S.
It's so cool, though.
It's cool, but I don't think it's S cool.
Is it cool, though, because it's edgy?
No.
No?
No, it's cool because it's misunderstood.
Okay, but, like, What I'm saying is, do people like it more than they should because it's edgy? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, probably.
It's like the emo Pokemon.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not put it in C? Because it's unnecessary.
Yeah,
I go D even.
Mirage Island though.
Oh yeah, nothing but why nots, but you get the good berry.
Yeah.
Which is pointless if your internal batteries died.
Yeah.
Which makes it super unlikely that you'd get to the island because your day is set at the day that's randomly generated when you start the game.
Yep.
Snorunt.
I quite like Snorunt.
Yeah, I go C.
Glalie though. B or A?
Oh, I would have gone A.
Oh, let's go A then.
Yeah.
Its Mega is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think that you could really do much more with it than what they did.
Yeah.
They did handle it pretty well. Sphere, I like. It's very cute.
See, you'd think that Glalie would evolve into Sphere because it's round.
No.
I'd put Sphere in B because it's cool.
Celio, I like less
yeah.
though. And Walrein, I'd go S. Yeah, I think it's a great water ice Pokemon.
Yeah.
I like it a lot more than Dugong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Clampo,
D.
very forgettable Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's 2 evolutions.
Or even more forgettable.
Yeah. Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Scale, it's a pain. You only get one. You get to choose between which one, I think. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a pain to try and get both because you have to trade with a friend. Or you had to trade with a friend anyway to make them evolve.
Relicanth, though, I like a lot more.
Yeah.
I put it in A if I could. Nah, B's fine because it helps you to get to the Reggies with your Wailord.
Which is also in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like everything in A. Yeah. Love Disc.
Unnecessary now.
Yeah, because it used to catch him just for the heart scales, but now you don't need them.
Yeah. Should have evolved into a Alola.
Should have, yeah, definitely. It makes no sense that there's 2 different Love Heart Fish Pokemon. B for Bagon. I liked its Pokedex entries about how it always wanted to fly, and like it does. And there's like an anime episode of it as well, where it's like jumping off of cliffs to try and like flap its arms to fly. Like it's cool that it eventually does reach its dream.
Shelgon, though.
I like slightly less than
Yeah, me
Bagon.
too.
Oh, but C tier is not fair for it. It's cool.
I guess.
And Salamence
A.
is an S.
Oh, I go A for it.
Nah, dude, it belongs on. It's one of the pseudo legendaries of this generation. It is just as cool as any of these.
I just think it looks like a child's toy.
Ooh. I did have a plush of Salamence at one point. I don't know what happened to it. It's just a small one. I got it from a convention.
I think the colours make it look like a kid's design.
It's very basic, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like a child could draw that, is what I've always thought from its design. That's why I personally wouldn't put it in an S.
Okay, well, as I said before, it was my favourite Generation 3 Pokemon. Well, in Generation 3, it was my favourite Pokemon. Beldum.
B for
great
Beldum.
Pokemon. And...
B for Metang.
Ooh... I would go A.
Well, I like Beldum more than Metang, so put Beldum in A.
Okay, that seems fair. I think they're both great.
Metagross is definitely an S.
Oh, for sure. No question. It's
the best of the pseudo-legendaries from this generation.
Yep. Steven's Ace.
If only it could learn Steel Wing, his favourite TM.
How disappointing. Regirock... I'm thinking C. It's not a bad... B. Yeah, B, that's what I meant. It's not a bad Pokemon, but it's like, it's not really a good Pokemon either. Like, if we're talking legendary trios that are good, the legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, that's hard to top. And they're not as good as Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres either. They're just alright.
Yeah, they'd all go into the same tier, I'd say.
Yeah, like... I wouldn't necessarily say Registeel's up here, but Regirock, he's only down here, you know? Like,
although Registeel would beat the fuck out of Regirock.
Well, yeah, if they're in a fight, yeah.
And they both beat Regice.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, a family reunion? Regigigas just trying to pull them apart. Stop fighting, leave them alone.
And then when you throw in Regidrago and Regieleki into the mix...
They're like long-lost
relatives
from another country. They only show up for the big events.
Yeah, like the weddings and whatnot. Yeah, they're alright.
Yeah.
Latias and Latios, though, they are much better than alright.
I disagree. I'd chuck them in B. They are definitely not S's.
I love them!
You shouldn't. They're the same Pokemon, just different skins. They're definitely not S tier.
Well, if we're talking about the same Pokemon, but just different skins, what's worse is the Lake Spirits,
Oh,
the Lake
yeah.
Trio. They're the same Pokemon with different heads.
They're D tier.
When I see Latias and Latios merch, I want it.
I just don't get it. Like, I get they're cool dragons, but I don't know. They're like Plusle and Minun of dragons for me.
Ooh.
Same color scheme.
Ooh. That color scheme is, though, Ruby and Sapphire.
If they had the plus and minus ability, they'd be exactly the same. I think A is fair.
Okay, I would disagree.
You don't have any S's.
Yeah, if it was my tier list, they'll both be an S. Speaking of S tier...
Yep, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza all S.
Yep, let's just move them up there temporarily so I can...
There's a lot of Pokemon on this one.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had one of these ones that's off the screen. The primal forms...
And Mega Rayquaza.
Yep, which doesn't even require a Mega Stone.
Needs a move, though.
Yep, Dragon Ascension.
Which I completely forgot about in one of my...
Yep.
I was just grinding through the Elite Four.
They have amazing shinies. When they're not in their primal forms and when they're in their primal forms, it's even better. They're great box art legendaries. I like them all a lot. Jirachi!
It's a solid A for a mythical Pokemon.
If it was my tier list, I'd be going S, because we've mentioned before, that was my first ever mythical Pokemon, and I really like it. I think it's cute. It's like the Mew and Celebi of this generation.
Yeah.
And then that's when they also changed things and made mythicals...
Not so cute.
Yeah. Because before it was all... Mythicals were always like the small Pokemon, but with Deoxys, it's like... It's not a small Pokemon.
It's cool when it has its all different forms.
Yeah. Which it can
Speed,
transform
attack, and
into.
defense.
And what's interesting is when it's in its different forms, it learns different attacks at different level, level up. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Like speed form Deoxys learns extreme speed, but if you have it as defense form Deoxys, it learns like a different move, like Iron Defense or something.
And Swords Dance for the other Udashiro.
Yeah, something like that. But very interesting.
Yeah.
That is all of the Generation 3 Pokemon. We have a lot of Pokemon in C and D, but there's also a lot. There's a lot of Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
A lot of A's. Yeah.
The S looks very
tier.
exclusive.
Oh, so good. It's the best of the best. The creme de la creme. The best of the best. That about wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. Thanks for joining me in today's video.
No, it was really fun.
And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon tier lists and other content. And I'll explain you later.